So in addition to some of the changes that we've made in terms of improving the tool that we've already built, we're also introducing an entirely new feature that we think is really going to step things up a notch. So we'd like to introduce you to ARI, or the Artificial Research Intelligence. This is basically the working title for our new fully integrated chatbot. So it knows everything about your research project. This includes research you've generated with AI help, analyses you've run using Flow, documents that you've uploaded, and all of the project details that are saved for your project, including funding opportunities that you're scoping out, etc., etc. Version 1 is going to be a very simple chat interface present throughout all research project dashboard pages. So you can quickly pull it up and ask questions as you're going through to help you move forward. If you're stuck on something, you're not sure how to serve your customer personas, you want to identify key features that will differentiate your product and include them in the research design process, or you want to refine a grant proposal, then you should need to look no further. Version 2, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. So it's going to be fully integrated with all the tools that are available on Flow, and we'll be able to carry out tasks automatically for you. Now, it might seem pretty trivial, but this is actually going to seriously level up the workflow and capabilities of this particular modem on Flow. So you can imagine the scenario where you are running the deep research agent and you're generating some interesting results, but you're not sure whether you're happy with them or not. You can then pull up the agent and say, actually, how do these results, how should I look at these results in light of the customer personas that we've identified? Or how would these results differentiate me from my competitors that we've identified in the competitor analysis? And you can get live feedback from the AI all at the same time. And if you're not sure about any of those things, or you want to rerun one of those things, you can say, hey, actually, I've got some new information here. I think we should rerun the customer analysis, or the competitor analysis rather. And so you can go out and do that just by typing into the chat window. And that is the plan for version 2 of ARI. So I'll give a quick video demonstration of where we're up to so far with ARI. Okay, so I also wanted to introduce you to Ari, our new research wizard. So you can see him here, him/her, down in the bottom right corner. And if you hover over it, you can see it glows up yellow. And let's click on it and see what we can do. So you can see immediately that it comes up with a message, how can I help? Now this research assistant actually has full context on the research project. So at no point within these pages or this whole flow is the title of the project actually displayed, but I can ask it, what is the title of this project? And it should be able to tell us that it is Sensei, a smart baby clothing. Smart baby clothing for enhanced care. There we go. Now, we still have a lot of work to do on the back end of this. So some questions are not supported just yet. But in theory, what will happen is we'll be able to ask this assistant everything about our project. So if I'm, for example, opening up one of these pages, I'm not quite sure how to answer the question, I can open up the research wizard and I can keep both things on screen at the same time. So what will our technology do? What is the intended outcome for the target stakeholders? What will this technology do? Let's see if it knows. There we go. Yeah, so this has full context on the project. Now, obviously, these are very basic questions. These are just answering questions that we've already kind of answered within the answers of this itself. But the idea is that we're going to link this up with the business development features and every other feature that will be available to projects within Flow. So you could literally ask it anything. So in the case where maybe I'm not sure about a customer segment, or I'm not sure if I'm correctly addressing the needs of a customer segment, I could ask, for example, how could this technology be adapted to alternative customer segments? Now, most likely it's not going to be able to answer this question because we still need to optimize the prompt. There we go. So look, it's saying that it's suggesting that we could adapt this technology for elderly care, healthcare monitoring, athlete performance wear. That's a good idea. Stress monitoring for professionals, educational aids for children, remote family care. So immediately we've come up with a project, we've come up with an idea, we've got our target customer segment, but we can actually start to diversify our product, right? We can look at alternative market entry points and then take that all into consideration in the design of our technology. So obviously, once we link this up with all of the other features, it's just going to get more and more powerful. And it's going to remember everything. So all of these chats, it's going to remember. If I say, actually, I don't like this, or maybe this is a good idea, the next time I open it up, I can ask it about that question. It's going to remind me what we spoke about earlier. But if I feel that it's getting kind of too specific, or it's starting to learn things that I don't want it to learn anymore, or I want it to forget, I can just clear the chat here, and this will delete the AI's memory. Now, I won't delete everything it knows about the project. Obviously, everything that's saved within the project is kind of hard-coded there, so things like the title, the summary, all of the answers to these questions here, and anything that's been saved to the project, like funding opportunities. But yeah, if I delete this here, then it should refresh all of the chat memory, and it will start from scratch. So let's suggest what funding opportunities might be suitable for this project. Now, I don't think we've linked it up with so you can see it's not going to answer questions that it doesn't know yet. So actually it will just tell you that there's no information provided for this. And that is correct, because if we open up the funding tab, we actually haven't saved any funding opportunities for this particular project. So no hallucinations, but obviously, as I said, we've still got a lot of improvements to make to ensure that this Copilot is a true wizard and can help you really level up your research.